But then John in Little Rock broke out a parody about Parody Larry, telling me do not in any way, shape, or form let this guy in. This is what John did yesterday.
Don't take Larry's call. He will never make it better. He will never make it better. Don't take Larry's call. Cause he will write a scarlet letter. He will write a scarlet letter. Don't take Larry's call. Don't take Larry's call, cause he will never grow up to be Gorilla Ball. Don't take Larry's call.
I like the way he mixed in his Gorilla Ball reference, too. Hey, John. No, I don't mean
hey,
like,
John.
No, not that, hey, John. Hey, John, you couldn't find a way to mix in Odom on the pipe? I need that, Alvin. You got to find that real quick. Another one of John's famous lines. Like, not all of his parodies work. When they work really well. And when they don't, they kind of suck. But he's had some classic moments. That was one of them, and so was this.
Odom's on the pipe, staying up all night. Odom's on the pipe, staying up all night. The first time he smoked it, it almost blew his head off in the big city street. Beep, 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 beep. The only difference is in the smokers. He need that. Odom's on a pipe, staying up all night.
That guy took
Odom's
Up
on
All
the
Night
pipe.
and turned it into Odom's on the pipe. Is there a year on that, Alvin? Out of curiosity? I like to mark things like the demarcation of when things are done and what was acceptable at that time. And what was funny to us at that time? First of all, that's funny to me right now. As funny as a drug addiction can be, which is not funny at all. Yet, Odom is on the pipe is making me laugh, and that was almost a decade ago. John's been doing that on this show for over a decade. So Larry got the treatment yesterday, much as Odom got the treatment in 2012 for being on the pipe. To Up All Night. Too much. That's wild. Again, I don't want to be obsessed with the passage of time, but it's hard not to be when you hear something like that and you realize that was a decade ago. I mean, while we're at it, why stop here? Since some of you think this guy's terrible, I'm saying he's got a greatest hits in him. It's like any other good band. They've made some crappy records. They've had some crappy songs, but they've had some hits. And if I were just to play the hits from John in Little Rock, and I'm not encouraging you to call the show and sing, but if I were to play the hits, my man's got a bit of a catalog now. He does.
Run these cars tonight. Listen, homies, just like one said. Run that little clown bitch. Run that little clown bitch. Gorilla balls that smell like thunder. Your parodies come from under. Gorilla balls, you better let them go. Odom's on the pipe. Staying up all night. Don't turn around. Ow. Cause Rome is back in town. Ow. And when Geno's hit the ground. Ow, ow. You should have heard the cracking sound. Ow, ow. Welcome to the jungle. Just to hide the scheme, if you know what I mean, yeah. Need it air talk. Need it air talk. The Patriots are in their head. winning, cheating, winning, and the doggone meant every word it said. When it said it would run, you admit it would run your ass forever. And we're gonna keep on running you, 'cause that's the only thing we wanna do. Yay!
Like I said, man, he's got a greatest hits in him. Not all songs are good, but he's got a catalog. I mean, just step back for 1 second and think about that. There's a dude out there who calls a sports talk radio program and does parodies about sports and about the other clones. And it's kind of self-produced. And then Alvy will produce it up and help it out. So that's John in Little Rock. I'm just trying to give you the complete picture and some context. That's not just like some random drive-by that he murdered Larry with yesterday. This guy's been doing this on this show for more than a decade with some hilarious moments and an all-time bad phone. That was actually pretty funny. But that's been going on for more than a decade.